Good afternoon, HOD Professor A.K. Chaturvedi sir, my seminar guide Dr. Pankaj Sharma sir, my seminar coordinator Shri D.P. Sharma sir, faculty members, examiner and my batchmates. I am Bhavya Kumar Gupta, pursuing my B.Tech from University Department of Mechanical Engineering, Rajasthan Technical University, Kota. Today I am pleased to be here in front of you all to deliver the presentation of my seminar topic, Adaptive Cruise Control. This is the overview what I will be presenting you in this topic. So let's start with the introduction about Adaptive Cruise Control. Adaptive Cruise Control is a system designed to help vehicles maintain a safe following distance and stay within the speed limit. The system adjusts a car's speed automatically so drivers don't have to. ACC functions by sensor technology installed within vehicles such as cameras, lasers and radar equipment, which creates an idea of how close one car is to another or other objects on the roadway. If a slower moving vehicle is detected, the ACC vehicle will slow the vehicle down. The control clearance or time gap between the ACC vehicles and the forward vehicles. An ACC must having some performance requirement which is called as the features of a controller. These are stability, distance control and stability control, passenger comfort and safety. In case of ACC system, stability means that the speed of host vehicle and the relative distance to the head vehicle converge to their desired values. To guarantee stability, the desired relative distance should be properly determined or vehicle-to-vehicle communication is required. For controlling the distance and speed, ACC system should maintain an appropriate relative distance to the lead vehicle. Passenger comfort by ACC system is related with the acceleration and deceleration of the speed. An ACC system must be having acceleration and deceleration as small as possible for the passenger comfort. In case of emergency stop, safety is the highest priority requirement for the passenger. In this slide, we see some state of adaptive cruise control. First is ACC off state. This gives the direct access to the ACC active state. Second is ACC standby state. In this state, system is ready for activation by the driver. Third, in the ACC AC system is in active control of the vehicle speed. Fourth is ACC speed control state. This is the substate of ACC active state in which no forward vehicles are present such that the ACC system is controlling vehicle speed to the set speed, as is typical with conventional cruise control systems. Fifth is ACC time gap control state. This is the substate of ACC active state in which time gap or headway between the ACC vehicle and the target vehicle is being controlled. Now in other slide we see the components of the ACC system. ACC system consists of a series of intercooling components and systems. The method of communication between the different modules is via a serial communication network known as the Controller Area Network CAN. The components are ACC module, engine control module, brake control module, instrument cluster, control area network, cruise switches, brake switches and brake lights. This is the physical layout of an ACC system by which communication occurs in the vehicle. First is ACC module. The primary function of ACC module is to process the radar information and determine if a forward vehicle is present. It sends information to the engine control and brake control modules to control the clearance between the ACC vehicle and the target vehicle. Number second is engine control module. The primary function of the engine control module is to receive information from the ACC module and instrument cluster and control the vehicle's speed based on this information. Third is brake control module. The primary function of the brake control module is to determine vehicle speed via each wheel and to deaccelerate the vehicle by applying the brakes when requested by the ACC module. Number fourth, instrument cluster. The primary function of the instrument cluster is to process the cruise switches and send their information to the ACC and engine control modules. Number fifth is control area network. The control area network is an automotive standard network that utilizes a two-wire bus to transmit and receive data. These are modules connected with each other and transmit the signals for a safe driving. This is how an ACC system works. In this slide, we see the technologies used in ACC. ACC works by employing either a LiDAR or a radar technology to determine the distance and speed of the cars ahead. When a vehicle approaches the host vehicle at a slower speed, the throttle and braking systems are managed to preserve the driver's set inter-vehicle gap. There are some sensors used in car. First, radar, second, LiDAR, and third, fusion sensor. Let's see them one by one. Number first is radar. Radar stands for radio detection and ranging. It is an electromagnetic system for the detection and locating of reflecting objects like aircraft, ships, spacecraft, and vehicles. The currently used radar is pulse Doppler radar, uses the principle of Doppler effect in determining the velocity of the target. Number second is LiDAR. LiDAR stands for light detection and ranging. This ACC system introduced by Toyota. This ACC system works by measuring the beat frequency difference between a frequency modulated continuous light wave and its reflection. LiDAR system is of low cost and provide good angular resolutions. Although these weather conditions restricts its use within a 30 to 40 meter range. Third is fusion sensor. This is the latest sensor system introduced by Fujitsu Ten Limited and Honda. The sensor path program includes millimeter wave radar linked to a 640 to 460 pixel stereo camera with a 40-degree viewing angle. These two parts work together to track the car from the moving objects. In the next slide, we see the control done by ACC system. The controller translates to situation into appropriate actions through brake and pedal and throttle control actions. Depending on the present traffic situations, two types of controllers are possible. Number one, speed controller, and number second, headway controller. If there is no vehicle presently in front, then the speed is controlled about a set point just as in conventional cruise control. But in order to keep a safe distance between the vehicles, the headway control is required. The latest ACC system used today is CACC. CACC stands for Cooperative Adaptive Cruise Control. The CAC system is an embedded control system for automobiles which automatically monitors and adjusts a vehicle's speed according to the traffic conditions in its immediate vicinity. We use CAC system because first, in CACC mode, the preceding vehicles can communicate actively with the following vehicles so that the speed can be coordinated with each other. Number second, because communication is quicker, more reliable and responsive compared to autonomous sensing as in ACC. The third is because braking rates, braking capacity and important information about the vehicles can be exchanged. Safer and closer vehicle traffic is possible. In this slide, we see some advantages of an ACC system. Number first, the driver is relieved from the task of careful acceleration, deceleration and braking in congested traffic. Number second, a highly responsive traffic system that adjusts itself to avoid accidents can be developed. Number third, since the braking and acceleration are done in a systematic way, the fuel efficiency of vehicle is increased. Instead of the ACC system having some disadvantages also. Number first, ACC system's chief version is not yet realized. A high market presentation and penetration is required if a society of intelligent vehicle is to be formed. It encourages the drivers to become careless. It can lead to severe accidents if the system is malfunctioning. Advances in adaptive cruise control. One of the most advanced systems of an auto cruise system made by the company TWR has a forward-looking range of almost 500 feet and can operate the vehicle at speed from 30 km per hour to 180 km per hour. Now I conclude my presentation that accidents caused by automobile are injuring lakhs of people every year. So we need some more safety features. That why we use ACC and CACC with airbags and seat belts. These technologies help us to reduce the accidents. That's all from my side. These are some references for this presentation. Thank you very much for listening.